Meghalaya is basically a series of hill plateaus that make up the Khasi Jaintia and Garo Hills. Southwest Khasi Hills is a region of spectacular scenic beauty and is an interesting tourist destination, in addition to its importance as an area for investigating the interaction between climate, landscape, and culture of the people who live there. On the way, we stopped to catch a glimpse of rural life. The farmers busy sowing the seeds and planting potatoes, radish, peas, and other vegetables. It was a pleasant surprise to see the fields in a beautiful, intricate pattern, a carpet of geometrical shapes and forms, seldom seen in such vibrant colors and uniformity. The scene was an amazing landscape that resembled a tapestry, a living, organic, artistic impression crafted by a different breed of artists and sculptors who happen to be none other than the humble farmers of Lingyong village. We are traveling to Nongnah, a plateau area comprising of some 8 small villages south of Maukrwat and some 105 kilometers from Shillong. Nongnah is one of the rainiest areas in the world. The combination of its weather condition, associated rain and river erosion, and tectonic activity in the past has produced diverse landforms. This has resulted in deep valleys with magnificent waterfalls contrasting with undulating hills, plateaus, and rugged topography over short distances. It would take us approximately some 3 hours of traveling and passing through a number of villages to reach Nongnah. From Wailoi to Chakram to Maukrwat, some 78 kilometers from home, and continuing southeast towards Ranikor for another 27 kilometers on a narrow but decent blacktop road. We were excited and curious to know more about the plateau destination. After passing the junction showing the way to Ngunrao, we descend to Kenyong, a village on the Maukrwat Ranikor road, known for its horticulture produce. From Kenyong, we moved uphill all the way to the flat top of the mountain, and after a few minutes, we reached our destination. It's a barren, grassy, flat patch of landscape shaped strangely like an hourglass, with a narrow chicken neck-like land strip in the middle separating the two parts of the hourglass plateau. On both sides, the north and south edge of the tableland, there is a steep drop to the river valley below. Towards the southeastern end of the plateau, the topography is dominated by the mountain known as Lom Yaupao, a sacred place of the residents of the villages of Nongnah. Lom Yaupao is also home to a network of caves that have recently become popular destinations. Our guide and friend Robert led us to the villages that make up Nongnah. Our first stop was at Nongthe, where we met the members of the Community Tourism Association that were formed recently to promote their village as a tourist destination. There are a total of 8 villages in Nongnah. They are Nongthe, Nongkadaj, Demsokhai, Nongba, Thangrai, Nongtua, Mau Endeng, and Mau Tasem. Collectively, there are 800 households with a population of 4,000 residents that inhabit the plateau. Most of the villagers are farmers-cultivators who make a living from cultivating betel leaf, betel nut, broomgrass, oranges, and other horticulture crops. Recently, a number of tourism initiatives have come up in Nongnah. We met some of the members of the Kurlinkhoi Eco and Adventure Tourism Association to find out more about their activities and the scope of tourism in Nongnah. The Tourism Association has constructed a few straw and bamboo huts and a gazebo for tourists at the edge of the plateau. It's a humble, modest beginning of an eco-tourism sustainable form of tourism, most suitable for a community-driven destination like Nongnah. The huts for staying are made from the available natural resources like grass and bamboo. With all the natural assets and spectacular landscape, Nongnah is a potential ecotourism destination. The fact that the community in remote places of Meghalaya like Nongnah are optimistic and keen to embrace tourism development in their village is the first step towards making tourism possible despite many socio-cultural issues and lack of infrastructure. I'm walking on one of the biggest plateaus here in Khasi Hills. This is a remote corner of southwest Khasi Hills, and we are more than 100 kilometers from Shillong. This is a village called Nongnah. We are going to a cave, a pitcher plant sanctuary started by the locals, and a root ladder, a ficus ladder. We are very excited to be here in Nongnah.
Sedang mentala sisnam. Kalau kamja ci menta kila don ki ba na ki wei ki riru ki bala wan ban thia wan ban yekai ha ni ki jaka jongi hane.
Te ki pidan ayu ban pen I bade ya ki bawan kai sini spos nong jong pi apo Nongnah.
Kidun sa ngi internet jong ka mariang ka ba kidun kini ki lum ki wa ki ba wat ni ki ba hang ni ha senong ru ni sa pek ni sa wan jengok man ka por.
Kembang lai iba ka Meghalaya jung yang ne kelas tang pau ka liang jung ka tourism te nginang neru na Nongnah namar ngi I ka potential ka badon po jung ka snong jung I te ngi iba ka jakaru ka long ka pa itnan ngi la bani I ka Bangladesh namar hang ne ngi snak nang ye kini ki natural dance ka long ba hakpor mas ngi hakpor ba ka chai ba ka bani ngi I ba ya ka Bangladesh.
Ia kajing support ka ba paka nagamtakan ni ka kam tourism namar ba ini keren sepang kajing nek jing sa kamariang kajing pej jonga hi ba lengba kan ka tourism kan yarap sibun bangin lai ka jam ki samla snong
Trei ki samla hang ni.
ha kila ya persang mentala itanat ma kila ya lej seki ngai su pej kan kila ya lej ki training ke per ba ne snong kila don kini ki kum kan nuksa kan ka Kurlinkhoi Eco na ban short tourism te ngi ba kila khiu kan na ko ka ha no umpung ru ka ba markhap lang ban ngi ne kia jing sang ya affiliate hibat ki ba ka friends of ngi ro na mata panek persa ki ki wa do ho ki spa jong ka mariang hi.
Another unique natural formation in Nongnah is a river pool at the base of a waterfall halfway down a steep cliff face. The pool Phat Sum Shre means the pool where monkeys bathe. The waterfall during the winter season is dry, but the pool has some water in it. It's an amazing landscape, and there's a trail that goes all the way to the pool. We soon move on to the other end of the plateau en route to Ranikor, which is about 15 kilometers from here. The villages have 14 lower primary schools, 5 upper primary and 2 secondary schools. Government amenities include a health sub-center, a veterinary center, 6 Anganwadi centers and a branch post office. There are a number of government offices in this corner of Nongnah, like the veterinary center and the health sub-center which serves the village community. For other government-related development works and services, the villagers have to visit the Ranikor Community and Development Block Office or Deputy Commissioner's Office and Community Health Center in Mokorwat, the district headquarters of Southwest Khasi Hills, about 23 kilometers away. Our next stop is the village of Thangrai, the site of a pitcher plant sanctuary and a ficus root structure that surprised all of us. Before the next leg of our journey, we were introduced to the Paryong family who had just started a homestay last year. We spoke to Marshidora Paryong, the owner, who shared with us her experiences of running the homestay and her conservation-related pitcher plant sanctuary, which she started on her plot of land.
Kani ko homestay jongi kala sedang ya chauni u senem balade parja ka kendai haka lai teri ko manai Oktober. Te kila wan hi kibana Shabari ki paring tu kibana Israel nata kibana nani na po bomberu kila wan na France yung sutanat ha. Oh te keling office ngo kumno mo mapiwan sa nation kandong jongi ngi sutanat ha. Ngi sutanat ha banwan sa sufficient ni kabam kadi ru kabiang ki ong. Te ong ba kum tu hakapur janmit ngisyong ba jang tu kam rasid jang is iding yang sutanat namar ba ngiyo syong kai lang pat pigi trying kum ding ngiyo ban ya tu kana kain
Fi tu khana raktin iyo.
ngiyo tu da ka si translate pat I ba rubat kain translate ba rubat.
Nongnah is also the home of the pitcher plant, also known as Nepenthes cassiana, a carnivorous plant that is endemic to some parts of Meghalaya and feeds on insects. The pitcher plant sanctuary is a commendable initiative which was started to preserve the plant before it became extinct due to forest fires and neglect by the villagers. The plants are allowed to multiply and protected from human interference on a 1-acre plot of land owned by Marshidora Paryong.
Ndang ayo I tu pitcher plant udon satu ka de private land jongahi te ngari ngasumaru tu. Te utu pitcher plant ulong hi hendak sang soi te nang ta pade nga yale ban pen he ban pensan ban pen bun te saraya u ban ngathungi u ngasumare u tang ba hakajing bom la jonga namar ba ngamla ban yale ka ding ki nong syong synong lani ngamtip manu mo ya kata namar bun ba ki thang ding te ngamla ban ya dah ya ka ding dakaktin jongi shani khot utang nyang riang.
So we are in the middle of this sanctuary. What you see here is a carnivorous plant. In the local language you call it Tang Nyang Riang. And this is the well-known pitcher plant which is found in these areas in Nongnah. This is the female species of the plant and this is the male. And this fertilization occurs by insects like bees and ants. So this is something which has been started in Nongnah to make this into a sanctuary and make it into a place where visitors coming to Nongnah can visit this place and see the wonders of nature. Some distance away from the pitcher plant sanctuary, there is another rare organism that surprised all of us because we never thought that such a thing existed in Nongnah. It takes about 30 minutes of easy walking across some broomgrass field and shrub forest to reach our next place of interest. So we are almost 30 minutes on the trail to one of the ficus tree ladders here. Come and join me as we take a look at this amazing work of bioengineering. This is a root ladder, a hybrid between a root ladder and a bridge. And this is the only passageway for the cultivators of Nongnah village to go down to the fields, to work on the fields. And as far as the southwest Khasi Hills is concerned, this is the only living specimen of a root ladder. And this is the furthest to the west of the Khasi Hills that you can find any semblance of a ficus bioengineering specimen of this kind.
The ficus structure is an old one, judging by the looks of the interwoven roots. One can say that the old roots probably grew from a much older tree, which has been subsumed by a younger offshoot through the years and now stands tall and healthy, taking on the role of the parent tree and sustaining the root bridge ladder with younger roots till date. So what we see is two generations of a tree. Similarly, like the survival of natural organisms, the continuity of the ficus structure will depend on the present generation of Nongnah residents to take care and conserve this valuable piece of heritage.
As you can see, this is a very steep gradient and people have to carry loads on their backs and climb all the way up. And when you reach this point, it looks very difficult. But what they've done is they've cut steps into this route and this makes it easier for them. But for us, it's still a very difficult trail.
After the trek, we were invited for lunch by our hosts. It was a special arrangement of local food, including tapioca or panding rice and ding tlai or palm tree rice, which I tasted for the first time.
So this is the rice mixed with tapioca powder. And this is the palm tree rice. First, this is the flour of the banana with lentils. This is yam and dried fish. This is the inner stem of the banana, and this is the non-veg dish. This is my first time eating this rice mixed with the powder of the palm tree, and I'm going to sample it now.
We had one more destination to complete our journey in Nongnah. After the mouth-watering food, which we savoured to our heart's content, we started on our trek to another landscape feature for which Nongnah is known for. It's a climb up a flight of steps on Lom Yaupao, a heritage mountain of the communities residing in Nongnah and surrounding villages. Not very long ago, the mountain has been a source of livelihood for the villagers who have practiced their traditional broomgrass cultivation in and around the slopes and the flat surface top of the mountain. Most of the land in Lom Yaupao and Nongnah is clan owned. There are a few clans like the Langte, Kharrija, Linkhoi, Paryong who are the land owners and they lease the land to individuals for cultivation. According to the local folklore, it is believed that Lom Yaupao is the abode of the patron deity Kachau Pao, which is also the local term used for grandmother, a high priestess that escorts the spirits of the dead on their onward journey. Legend says that she is much feared by evil spirits And there are stories that she also makes appearances as an old woman to villagers who are lost at Lom Yau Pao and escorts them to safety. The residents of Nongnah and the villagers nearby believe that after they die, their spirits have to pass through Lom Yau Pao. We are on our way to the base camp of one of nature's wonders, a cave called Krem Mountain Hyang. It's a 30 minutes walk from the starting point, and we reached the spot as the sun was setting. The cave has recently become a much sought after tourist destination and is now managed by a group under the banner Yau Pao Adventure and Tourism Association. The custodians have leased it from the landowners and have installed a number of amenities like toilets and basic shelters for visitors. They also provide guide tours inside the caves with basic equipment like lights and helmets. It's a commendable initiative by the young locals who have put up proper signages along the way and constructed wooden ladders leading to the entrance of the cave.
This is the entrance to another natural feature of Nongnah. This is the Mountain Hyang cave, and it is located on top of this Lom Yau Pao mountain. This place is amazing. They've built ladders. The tourism association looking after this cave, Yau Pao cave, they've built a series of wooden ladders to enter the cave. We will take you to some of the features of the cave. It's about 3 kilometers, but we will not go inside too deep.
There is a network of cave passages inside Lom Yau Pao which lead to one another. This is only one of the entrances, but there are a few more to be found some distance away. The caves are a mix of sandstone and limestone with a fair share of diverse formations of stalactites and stalagmites to be found. What struck us as we entered inside the cave Mountain Hyang was the dry surface and the clean passages. The dryness were probably caused by the air circulation, which was possible through the air vents and openings around the cave. Inside, the shapes and forms were bizarre, while the surface of the cave walls were concave, as if a sculptor had used a chisel to carve out the surfaces. With the headlights and the guides leading the way, we could make our way deeper inside, some 70 to 80 meters or more.
This is one of the few caves that is so clean. The passages are clean and sanitized, and when you come to this inner chamber, you can see this rock formations, which is amazing. And this is a sandstone cave, Mountain Hyang, Krem Mountain Hyang, and this is just about 30 minutes from Nongnah village, lying on top of Lom Yau Pao. This is a must visit for any tourist that visits Meghalaya, for the sheer beauty of this cave and the passages which are so clean and well kept. It's like a It's like a trap, but the beautiful trap. This rock formation, the sculptures are beautiful. This is a natural museum and one that should be preserved. Something which is extraordinary in this subterranean world. Lom Yapao has one of the most amazing caves in Meghalaya.
Dia kan ka kram ila sedang ban le ba nadu ka tharui tarik jumai April arja khatra te nadu ba play hi kila don ni ka tu kan ne ki no jong ka na leng jong ne ka pali ka jongi ba jo ki pre na seba ta dum ta bangi la yo ban sim jing ken la yo ban ko ta kan ka ro meeting ka jongi te kila pa do ki arja sa spalin rus bangun
Kalau awan
ban
jong,
jong
tiki ong pung no bre.
te ka comments na ki breo na ki ba na ki tores luan jong te kiran hi ka tu kan ne ki breo ki ba ya lo kiran ki breo ki ba ki ba mitna hala ka jong jong ka chimbut ni breo nda ki ba khambun ni
Ki bre ayu ki bang internet kan ne kajing internet.
te kiran ki breo ki ba kum ta mo ka jing ya ti ni tang yong ba la that kan ba ting jingai yong ka su lo ki re nda ki la rung ne pa da yong ka ki internet lo kum ta te kiran ki breo ki ba kim that ka jing ya ti ru ki sok man ki wan ko ko ne ha ka ne ka jaka chung ni te ki ba khambun ni ki I'm same ni yang ta ba ki internet kum ta
Tenang ni sekolah pat association UP kamu ketemu bene ayu ban kiu shu shu kam tourism pa no na.
ka jing thu jing ni ka bun ba han re ni dan pa de ya jing ka ba kraw ka ba bu yang ni ma ngi dang tang ni long tang ASEAN ka ba dang lung ka dang ret ma ni pa lai ban jam sakmat ten re ki jing thu ka jing ni ka bang bang ni nang pen kiu shu shu ek ni ka kram ne ma kham tam ka bangin na play ba ru ik ni ki we ba ki kram ba kum ju ru ik ni ki bi point ki ban sawan sakmat
Te kum na fi pen sa khot kum ne ya kan ka kram mo pa chui ka kram ko ba khot kum ne.
te ya kata tengim lau ngon mar ba na du pas dang hin bangi wan jengok man play kan ni ka kram kong hikum ne
Having done a limited exploration at Krem Mountain Hyang, we crawl our way back to the entrance. It was already dark outside when we went to another narrow and small opening of another part of the Mountain Hyang cave. It was a slightly difficult tunnel as we had to bend down and slowly make our way inside. It opened up to a narrow maze of passages carved out by water many years ago. Incidentally, Nongnah also receives heavy rain during the monsoons, and the resulting groundwater must have crafted the inside of Lom Yao Pao to form this network of tunnels and passages. Cave exploration is an exciting recreational activity. You do not know what to expect at the next corner. It's full of surprises, and for the professionals and scientists, it's a treasure trove of knowledge. The absence of light inside makes it a subterranean world largely different from the outside sunlit world we live in. This one was quite a physically challenging exercise, as most of the time we had to bend and crawl to get through the tunnels. My back, which was not used to all this bending and crawling, was giving me signs of fatigue. Being physically fit and having no problems of claustrophobia helps in caving activity, especially when one has to go deep inside. caving gear as well as the caving suits would make the journey inside the cave much better. This deep inside, the caving suits would have helped us maneuver faster.
This is a world of its own. Been bending like this for quite some time, and but my back is surprisingly not giving way. So this is real adventure of the rarest kind, getting inside the cave, and nothing beats this feeling. We are moving into something which is a surprise. So we are on our way there, and moving in such a slow pace, but at the end of this we hope to give you a really nice view of the inside of one of the best caves in Meghalaya. And here we are. We have come to the center of attraction. This is the place that we were looking for, and this is the center of attraction of the Mauthiniang cave. Look at the stalactites and stalagmites. Awesome. You won't see any better rock formation than this anywhere else. This is a truly exquisite sculpture by water, and if you happen to come to Nongnah, this is a must visit. We've come to the end of our journey here in Nongnah. It has thrown up a lot of surprises for us, and such a fascinating landscape. Nongnah there's a world of treasure here in Nongnah. The landscape is beautiful and the potential for tourism is immense. We are leaving Nongnah today, but it always stays in our minds. Until we meet again, Kublai.